Is it a must for me to have a medical report sent together with my filing for adjustment of status? No, I typically, in most cases, don't submit the sealed medical envelope with the adjustment of status case, and I ask my clients to just get it after we file. There's a strategic reason for that. To say briefly, it's that once you get the medical checkup signed after you file the case, it's valid for 2 years. But if you get the medical checkup before filing, you have to have the adjustment of status case filed within 60 days of that medical checkup. But what happens sometimes is you get the medical checkup, 2 weeks later you mail the I-485, so the medical is valid, goes to the USCIS, and then a month or like 2 months later, or a month and a half later, the case comes back rejected, saying you didn't file the check or something wasn't signed, and all of a sudden you have to refile the case. But at that point, the medical checkup's not valid anymore because it's about 60 days have passed, so you just wasted it. This stuff happens, it's rare, but, and then another thing is sometimes we're in a rush to file a case. If you want to get the medical checkup, you got to find a doctor who has an appointment. You go there, you might have a false positive for tuberculosis, which means you have to do a chest x-ray, which means you have to go a second turn and do it, or you need a COVID vaccine, which requires you to get 2 shots, so you have to do it and then wait another 2 weeks to do another one. It adds delay. So we see what the case is. Sometimes for certain employment-based cases nowadays, it makes sense to just do it and have it prepared, or sometimes for a green card lottery case, I say let's have everything together. It really depends on a case-by-case basis, but most cases, up to this point, I generally don't file the medical checkup with the adjustment of status case. I just do it afterwards. I always tell my clients this, and every time I get an email, because you're going to get an RFE saying you didn't submit the medical checkup form I-693, and they're like, why do we get this? Why didn't you do the medical? And I'm like, well, we talked about this, but it's a strategy. We don't do it on purpose. Don't worry, when the adjustment of status interview happens, you can bring it with you. If there's no interview, they just send you RFE, you send it to them. Every time within a few weeks, the case is approved, so I haven't had that problem. I just find it's easier for clients. You can shop around, you can call around different doctors. Some charge $400 or $500, some charge $1,500. If we're in a rush, you might pay $1,500 for something you get for $400. So I want my clients to be able to call around and save some money. Why not? So there's a lot of different strategic factors based on my experience that I use when deciding to do this. You know, when people think immigration, it's not the forms. This is just practice experience. It's how can I help my clients save money, save time, save headache, and that's what the experience of someone who does this every day for all their life that does so. So thank you for watching this educational program. To get the latest videos, click the subscribe button and the notification bell icon. Also, help us help the immigrant community by liking this video and sharing it with your family and friends. You can also find us on other social media sites like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter, where you find the latest updates on immigration news, policy changes, and tips. Be safe and God bless. See you soon.